Hello and welcome everyone. Danny Garola here with Stampin' the Pink Barn, coming to you from Tucson, Arizona. I'm going to get myself brought up on my other device here. And look at there, it worked. Woohoo! Okay, let's see. We make sure we've got some volume. Whoops. We've got volume. Whoops. Oh, yep, we've got volume. Okay, good. So I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Mine was pretty uneventful since we are on the tail end of our COVID train that we've been riding. We are feeling quite a bit better. This cough has been lingering. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Rhea. Yeah, I am feeling much better. Like I said, the cough is still kind of lingering. My daughter still has the cough. My husband still has the cough. But other than that, we're feeling quite a bit better. We do get pretty tired throughout the day. Yesterday, we actually all laid down and took a really long nap. It was kind of nice just to not worry about everything and just lay down and sleep for a little bit. Hello, Patty. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Frida. Hello, Rhea. So, hello, Sheila. So, absolutely, it has just been one of those things. But, you know, I have to tell you, with having this illness, it has actually given me kind of some time to do a lot of things in my business that I'm normally just so busy doing things that since it's been kind of some downtime, I have created a kit class, which I will talk about here in a little bit. I am so excited for it. I will be doing the pre-orders for the registration starting September 1st. I already have it see, I'm on top of things. I've already got it all written up for my blog. It's just waiting for me on September 1st to just hit that, post button, and then it will be able to show you guys everything that is going to be detailed with that kit class. So I'm super excited for it. It is Halloween themed. You will be it will be all pre-cut cardstock in it. You're gonna get some extra goodies in there, and you will have the option to buy the bundle to go with it if you don't already have it. But if you do have the bundle, you have the option to just buy the cut cardstock in the kit. So again, that starts September 1st. That will be the pre-registration for that. Again, all the details will be over on the blog. What else did I want to tell you guys? Oh, don't forget that Perfect Partners promotion is going to start September 1st. Again, I'll flip this around and I'll show you all the, I've got my little graphics that I like to show you guys. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Karen. So yes, so a lot of things that have been happening behind the scenes with being sick. Also, my neighbor let us know that he and his wife are going to be expecting. They just found out that they're having a little boy. So I'm a pretty avid crocheter. And again, with life being so crazy, I haven't really been able to crochet all that much. But since being down and out with this crud, I've actually got quite a bit of the blanket done. Hello, Jean. And I actually ordered it's called a country blue color, and the rest of it is it's like a light gray, and then on the bottom portion, so it'll be gray coming down, and then there'll be a section of like a country blue, and then which is kind of like a baby blue, and then continuing another skein of the gray on there. So it's going to be super cute. I can't wait to give it to them. I had asked him if they had a color scheme that they were going with, and he said, he goes, at my age, and bless his soul, he's never thought that he was ever going to be a father. He turns 50 next year. He just turned 49 and realized that he was going to be a papa for the first time. So he's like, this is crazy. I don't even know what's going on right now. His father, I believe has passed, but his mom is alive, and so she's super excited to be a grandma because, I mean, who would have thought? They never had these in their, sights of being either a dad or a grandmother. So I'm super excited for them. And like I told him, who doesn't love baby shopping? As long as it's not me having the baby. I'm done with that business. Hello, Bonnie. How are you? So, yeah. So it's given me a chance to get some of that blanket done. I'm getting ready. I'm like at the end of the second skein of the gray, and then I will go into that country blue and then do another skein of the gray. So I've gotten quite a bit of it done, thank goodness. So it was kind of a blessing in disguise getting this dumb COVID. And today, I actually just got off of a telehealth call with my daughter's dietitian, and I had to let her know that because she's the one that set it up that we would get my daughter's feeding tube placed. Hello, Diana. Hello, Linda. But that didn't wind up working out because their consultation was supposed to be on the 15th, which that's when we all were like in this full-blown COVID. And so I had to cancel like these super important appointments. But like I told her, I said, I go, you know what? It's not the end of the world. We're moving on. We're chugging right along here. And they actually got us in to have both kids be seen by that doctor on the 29th. So next Monday, we will go in for the consultation for those things. So I was pretty excited that they could get us in pretty quick. And they were so understanding about canceling the appointments. So, we're all living this crap together, right? So you better just be kind of, what are you going to do? If you're snotty about it, then it gets you nowhere. But it's one of those things that you just kind of got to smile and just move on, right? Because what else are you going to do? Hello, Florence. Hello, Kay. Hello, Mom. I apologize if you're going to hear me coughing. I'm going to try to hold it in, but sometimes it just gets going. Now I'm going to not say keep this short, but I'm going to try to lessen it up a little bit so we're not here for my normal 2 hours. I don't think my throat's going to handle it for that long. But I do have some super cool things to show you. So in my team, which I'm always telling you guys, hey, join my team because we have a lot of fun here. I do want to show you guys something that I got that, so in some of our team training, we call it the Demo 101. And in our training, we actually got to meet with, his name is Chad Williams, I think it is. He is one of the guys who I think he works in marketing up in Stampin Up in their main building, and he actually joined us in one of our Demo 101s. Well, one of the challenges were that for us to throw ourselves out there and put ourselves out and do something that is like challenging for us. And so I was asking him tons of questions because this was like the week before I had decided to start doing my coffee and cards on YouTube. And so it was amazing. Like the timing was just perfect that he came on and did this challenge for us. So I get in my Stampin' Up ordering, it had told me that I was expecting a shipment. And I was like, no, I haven't ordered anything like recently. And I did get my shipment. So I reached out to my team leader and I said, what is this? Why is this saying, but I didn't order anything? And she goes, because you met the challenge that Chad Williams offered us. And, it is your gift for, putting yourself out there and starting something new in your business. So I got this super cute. This is one of those 2022-2024 in color glitter tumblers. Okay, so I have been eyeballing this, but I wasn't quite certain what color I was going to get because you guys know that everything in my life revolves around pink pretty much. But I really liked the Orchid Oasis in this, but seeing it in a picture doesn't really do it justice. But I thought, okay, if I was going to do anything, I would do Sweet Sorbet because it's kind of a reddish, pinkish kind of thing. But oh my gosh. Okay, so this was so unplanned. So when I was looking at it, I was like, no, I think I would go with Orchid because, so most of you guys know that my daughter has Rett syndrome. So with Rett syndrome, their color is, for their awareness, is purple. So of course, whenever we have a purple color come out, I'm just like in hog heaven and I have to do everything with that for her. And with October coming right around the corner, October is also Rett Syndrome Awareness Month. So you're going to see me posting some things about that. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Noreen. So this showed up in the mail literally just like not even a half an hour before I decided to go live tonight. This is that gorgeous tumbler, and it has the Stampin' Up logo on there, and it is like this gorgeous iridescent. Now you guys can go into the store and you guys can order these. It comes in each one of the new in colors. So you've got your choice from Tahitian Tide, which is that beautiful like teal blue color. There is Sweet Sorbet, Orchid Oasis, Starry Sky, and what is the last one that I'm missing? Oh, that beautiful lime green, which is the Parakeet Party. So this is gorgeous. I wish you guys could see. Oh, there you go. You can see some of that sparkly and some of that iridescent in there, but it has a really neat lid that closes. And so this can be for hot or cold. It is just beautiful. So when that showed up in the mail, I was so excited that I could share that with you guys. Because I thought, you know, this is one of those things that I tell you guys, being on my team is truly amazing. And you really get some really awesome opportunities through having the people who I have above me. And you get to be in a part of that as well. So... Hello, Lois. Oh, sorry. I went to a retreat last June. Oh, that is awesome, Sheila. Yeah, isn't that cup just beautiful? Yes. See, and that's the other thing is I don't know if any of you guys plan on going to On Stage, but we have already got our trip booked. It is coming up in November, and it happens to just be my weekend birthday. So we plan on going over, it's me and a couple of my teammates, or team members. We're going to go to the Anaheim, California, On Stage. So that's going to be super exciting because we get to see firsthand things that are coming out in the January catalog. I believe we're actually going to get a copy of that catalog as well. Man, this earbud is not staying in my ear. Hello, Melanie. Hello, Sandy. So, yeah, if any of you guys plan on attending the On Stage in Anaheim, I can't wait to see you guys. And please come introduce yourselves. All right, let me get you guys flipped around. I have a couple of cards to show you that have came in the mail as well. Some beautiful cards. So hold on. Hello, Ruth. So I'm going to get you guys flipped around, so hold on. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. Oh, man. All right, so again, my name is Danny Garola from Stampin' the Pink Barn here in Tucson, Arizona. My store, how you get to that is you go to shopdannygarola.com. That will take you into my platform. Thank you so much, Kay, for sharing. That will take you into my platform where you can join my team from there. And remember right now that we've got that amazing, what's it called? Making Plans bundle going on where you can receive that 18-month planner that you can, you know, decorate up how you want. Also, go over to my blog. That's where you're going to find all the things that I talk about today. The cards that I make today will be over on there. You're also going to find a downloadable PDF. Now, just know that it takes me a couple of hours after we get done doing this because I have to upload this video to my computer, and then I have to download it or upload it again to YouTube. Don't know if we missed this, but how are the floods near you? Oh, Melanie, speaking of which, yes, our road, I was going to post a video and then I forgot to do it. Our road was an absolute river. It was insane. Like, we haven't had rain like that in quite some time. What was it? Was it Saturday or Sunday? We had crazy flooding rain. Like, all these alerts started popping up on my phone. Alexa started noticing up, giving us alerts and all this kind of stuff that there was a national flood advisory thing. So yeah, we did have a lot of rain. And actually the day before, I had to take the rental car back because they had finished up with my car. And it just happens that my mail lady called me and she asked me to come down and get the mail because I had some packages down there. And I was just getting ready to put my daughter in my minivan because I got my van back, and I was getting ready to go get the mail. And then I saw my neighbor was home, and he's got a 4-wheel drive truck, and it wasn't raining or anything here yet, but you could see that it was coming over. So I called him and I go, "Hey, I hate to bug you," I said, "but is there any way possible that you can run down and grab the mail?" And he was like, yeah, no problem. So he gets in his truck and I watch him drive out of his driveway. At this point, it starts just downpouring, like crazy downpouring. And he makes it up to the end of our road. And so at the end of our road, you have to turn either right or left. And so when he would turn, he could still look up straight up the other side of the road. So all of our roads down here where I'm at, I'm pretty rural out here, are washes. He said that he could literally see the waves of water coming towards him down the other side of our road. So he quickly turned, ran down and grabbed the mail. And by the time he came back within those 10 minutes, by the time he came back and turned back down our road, it was a raging river. Again, thank God he has 4-wheel drive because that was the only way that he made it down our road. But now it has brought so much sand down the road that I don't think I'll be able to be going anywhere anytime soon. So I'm going to hope that we can get this road graveled, or I don't know what's going to go on. But last time this happened, we had to pay someone to bring a backhoe in and move all that sand out because it was so thick and so bad. It was like literally having beachfront property in Tucson, Arizona. Not that that would happen, but I'm just saying the sand is very, very crazy deep. And if you don't have a 4-wheel drive, then you're stuck. And with my little minivan, it ain't going nowhere. But I do need to go up and work on that other house sometime this week. So, I don't know. We'll see what goes on. We might have to pay somebody to come out and backhoe this road again, which isn't fun, but you got to get in and out, right? Hello, Anne. So, what we have going on right now, this is the paper pumpkin, but thank you, Melanie, for asking how everything is here, because yes, we did have some crazy flooding here. Oh, thank you so much, Peggy, for sharing. So this is our current rotation paper pumpkin right now. This is called the Spooky Treats. This is going to make 18 treat boxes, 6 each of 3 different designs. So holy smokes, you guys, don't miss out on this. This is great if you've got kiddos that are in preschool, or if you've got neighbor kids that come around and you just want to give them a little bit something extra than just the normal candy. These would be super cute little give outs, you know, that you give to those neighbor kids that are kind of special to you. But I want to show you that you don't only have to sign up to this as a monthly subscription, you can also go into my store and you can buy a prepaid subscription for these, where you could do 3 months, 6 month, or 12 month. You can do a 1 month, but right now the reason why I'm showing you this is because during celebrations going on right now through the end of August, you will earn yourself some of those free celebrations gifts if you get either a 3 month, 6 month, or 12 month subscription for that. Okay. Also, right now, if you spend $75 or more in my store and you use my August host code, you are going to get an extra incentive bonus from me, which is the 6x6. You're going to get 4 sheets of the real red and 4 sheets of the basic white, and this is glimmer paper that is absolutely gorgeous for all your upcoming holiday cards. So just know that if you go in and get this, and if you spend over $75, that's before shipping and taxes, you will get not only a free celebrations items, but you're also going to get this incentive bonus as well. And I will mail that directly to you. Man, sorry you guys. I don't want to sit here and keep coughing because that's a horrible thing to have to listen to. Coming up September 1st, this is that promotion that I was telling you about. So just in a little under 2 weeks, the Perfect Partners promotion is going to go into effect. Now this is where we've already got some of these stamp sets already in our current catalogs. They have decided to bring out some dies that go along with these stamp sets. So this way you can buy them as a full bundle. So make sure you pull this PDF off. I will go ahead and put this PDF over on Pink Barn Stampers group. That is my private group. I will actually post it in this my business page as well, so you can go in, and when you want to order this, like say you've been eyeballing this stamp set, but now you really want this set, because now you can buy it as a bundle and save yourself 10% on that. You're going to need to use this code that is on this paper, so you make sure you get that bundled discount. Okay. Also with celebrations, I kind of jumped ahead of myself. I should have showed this before that, but there are more to celebrate. This goes through August 31st. Here are some other items that you can now put on your celebrations freebies. So you've got the ones that are in yellow are your level 1. So that means if you spend $50, you can pick one of those. The level 2s are for the $100 purchases. You can pick one of those items. So if you kind of don't like anything you see inside of the regular brochure, here's some more to choose from. There is that Making Plans bundle. So again, if you go to shopdannygarola.com, it will take you in where you can see all these things. You can see my monthly calendar. You can go directly to my store. Thank you so much, Patty, for sharing. You can go directly to my store. You can also join my team directly from that landing page. So also over on my blog, if you go to stampinthepinkbarn.com, and if you go under promotions and scroll down a couple of posts, you will see I've taken some still shots of this, and I've taken a video showing you guys through the inside of how I've put my planner together. It is an 18-month planner, and it is absolutely amazing, you guys. So don't let that get away from you, because that will end the same time as celebration. So this promotion is only going through August 31st. So it is a great time to join my team. Right now, I have still got 20 cards for $25, so I've got a surplus of cards that I have made, and since I'm getting ready to move, I want to offer them up to you guys first. So this is an all occasions pack, so you'll get some Christmas, you'll get some Halloween, you'll get, all the holidays, you'll get cards in there. So you're going to get 20 cards for $25 plus priority shipping, so they don't get ruined. They're going to come in that envelope. That cardboard envelope, so they get to you sooner. Also, don't forget my coffee and cards every Thursday at noon Pacific time. That's 1 o'clock Mountain, 2 o'clock Central, and 3 o'clock Eastern. Over on my YouTube channel, I do one card over there on that Thursday. So you can check that out. I did a really cute card using that Scottie dog this last week. Okay, you guys, here is my kit class that I'm so excited to show you guys. This will be up and on my blog. Like I said, September 1st, you can go in and you guys can see all the details. I have a tab across the top of my blog. You're going to see it say kit class. That's where you're going to go in there. It's not live yet, but I'm just kind of giving you a preview because we've got a little bit under 2 weeks before it is September. Holy smokes, right? When the heck did this year just like pass by us? But in this class, the way that my kit class is, and I've taken a lot of time and I've really thought about this, you are going to get enough supplies and pre-cut cardstock and the DSP, the designer series paper. I decided to do the black and white designer series paper with this kit. Everything will come pre-cut in your kit. It's also going to include these 4 washi tape, so it's going to come in all 4 of those colors. You're going to get a brand new pack of it. You're also going to get, it's not a full pack, but I'm going to do 3 yards, so that's a lot. 3 yards of the black and white gingham yarn ribbon, and I will show you guys that tonight because I'm actually going to be using that on one of my cards. But just note, with this ribbon, you're going to get enough to use it on many more upcoming projects than the cards that I'm going to put in the PDF for you guys to make. So the cards that you guys are going to be making, you're going to be making 8 cards, and that is going to be 2 cards of 4 designs. All right. So there is an option where you can just buy the kit if you already own the Bewitching bundle. Otherwise, there is an option that you can buy it all together and you save some money doing it that way. And so September 1st, it will be the pre-order for that. And then it will start mailing out as of the week of September 25th. Hello, Becca. So I just wanted to let you guys know that and give you guys a heads up to watch for this, because you guys are not going to want to miss these cards. They are so stinking cute. Oh my goodness. And throughout the month of September, I will be making cards using this bundle. So it's kind of a little extra bonus for you guys that you will not have the cut paper for those cards, but a lot of you guys are demonstrators who watch and you probably already have some of the stuff. So it'll just be kind of some extra bonus cards that you can kind of throw in. But with this kit, you're not going to want to miss it because, like I said, it's going to give you, you can take these and you can share these projects with your family and friends. My only stipulation is when you purchase this kit, do not share the PDF with anybody else. That is strictly for you. If they want to make the cards, you can send them to my blog and they can order the kit themselves. So they can make those cards as well. But I don't mind if you are a demonstrator and you want to show your team members or your customers how to make the cards. You just have to make them yourselves and not use my PDF. So I just want to throw that disclaimer out there to you guys. All right. So keep watch for this. You guys are going to hear me talk about it a lot because I've taken a lot of time and energy putting this kit together for you guys. And so I will let you know that in the PDF, it will also have, I am going to take videos of each one of the cards. So not only will you have the PDF to be able to read and keep forever, but I will have unlisted YouTube videos where they're only for you who have purchased this kit. So those are videos that I do not want you guys sharing with anybody. Again, if somebody wants that class, you can direct them towards my page. Where do you find the candy bags at? This is just a picture that I took out of the catalog. So let me see if they actually say that in here. Mine does not, my class does not provide those little candy bags, but it is right here. And you know, I don't know if we sell those candy bags. I haven't even really looked into that, but I'm assuming we've got to sell those because of the fact that they're in our catalog, right? I think. And I know in our annual catalog, we have a lot of those little goodie bags. Yeah, there's that gingham ribbon that we're going to be using for this class. Okay, so right there they are down on page 140. They're called the Peekaboo treat bags. Who asked me that? Was that Lois? So yes, on page 140 of the annual catalog, they are down in the bottom right or bottom left hand corner, and they are $6 and you get 10 bags. That is a pretty smoking deal right there. So yeah. So yes, I have designed all the cards that I'm going to be including in that. I've been having a fun time doing that. I'm going to be getting all the videos up and done for those 4 cards. And then, like I said, you will receive enough stuff to make 2 of each one of the designs. And it was so hard, and like I said, that's why I decided that I would go ahead and make some other cards through the month of September using that same bundle. That's that super cute little, it's got 3 of the little black hats. Well, you guys saw me, I just had it opened. Where did I just... It's the Bewitching right here. So there is the stamp set and there is the punch that comes with that. So you will have an option to add that bundle if you don't already own that. What did I just drop? Oh, I dropped my glasses. That's probably not good. All right, let me show you guys a couple of cards that I have received. Now this one is from Anna Rebadoo. This is so gorgeous. I love how she did this, and I'm gonna have to message her and ask her, how the heck did you put all these pieces on here to make it look like this? And it's probably something that's so simple because that's normally the way things are, and I'm totally overthinking it, but I love the color exchange in this paper and how she's done this. This was a get well card that she had sent me because she had been asking me, you know, hey, how are you feeling? What's going on? But isn't that such a gorgeous card? Oh, and it just brightened my day seeing all those beautiful colors on that. And then on Sunday, which is when I actually found out that I tested positive for COVID, I had just had a in-person card class, and I felt absolutely horrible that I kind of exposed everybody to that. But at that class, one of my team members, Miss Ria, gave me this absolutely stunning card. Now this is using that, I think it's called Chic, Seasons of Chic, or I can't quite remember what the name of that set is. But it is just a gorgeous card. I don't even know where the paper is. But I saw this pink and I was like, oh my gosh, she so thought of me when she made this card. And it says, congratulations on reaching a whole new level of wonderful. It was telling me that she was congratulating me for my milestone in my 100th video. So yeah, isn't that gorgeous? Right, Cheryl? It is beautiful. And I love this ribbon right here. Okay, on to the winners of, okay, so I know I skipped, hello Gwen. So I know I skipped the following week, which is when we found out we were like fully sick. And that was on the 15th, but that was, I came on and I did a really short video for you guys, letting you know the winner of my 100th video. But back on the 8th, when I made those cards, I had told you guys on the 15th that I would draw the winners for videos for this week because we're kind of just moving on, keep on keeping on, right? So here are the cards that we made back on episode 100. Okay, this one right here, this is using the Hues of Happiness. Now for liking that video, and there was a ton of you guys, I was putting names in like crazy in my little wheel of names. This card is going to Miss Patty Klingsporn. I'm not sure, I know I did see a couple Patties, but this is going to go to Patty Klingsporn. So look for this to come in the mail to you. Okay, and then card number 2 for commenting. We made this beautiful one. Now this is using that Bewitching set that is a part of my kit class coming up. This is not the card that's in that. Again, you won't see me sharing those at all because those are something you guys are going to be paying for. So those are exclusive to you guys. So you might ask me, hey, let me see one of the cards that you're making. I won't show them to you because those are for people who are paying for that class. But here is just kind of a little extra bonus card that you could make as well. You put a spell on me. This is using orange, and this is that Gingham Cottage paper, that designer series paper. And I didn't put anything on the inside. Now this is going to go to Sheila Fisher. So that will be coming in the mail to you, Miss Sheila. And I know I saw you on here. And then for sharing that video, we made this gorgeous using Waves of Inspiration, this card here, and I used the Seashells 3D embossing folder for the background. Now this card is going to go to Mickey Beneke, I think is how you say your last name. And that is the inside of that card. So, I will reach out to any of you that I don't have your address and get that from you. But that is that beautiful card as well. Oh, I'm glad, Sheila, that you like Halloween cards, because that is the one that you won. Woo-woo. Okay, so let's get into today's cards. So for the first card, let me move this cup here. So for this first card, I am going to be using the Peaceful Deer along with the Whimsy, or it's called Whimsical Woodland 3D embossing folder. This has got all these different kinds of trees. And it's like, I just like how they are. They're very whimsical looking. And that is a 3D embossing folder. And that's a big embossing folder. And then I'm also going to be using the Deer Builder punch. So this cuts out this deer right here and this deer. They're both the same shape and size. Just one is completely filled with your ink. And then it has like a saying inside of it, a sentiment inside of that. This one is a open deer. It works perfect with, you'll see how I'm going to use it tonight, but this makes the deer, it makes almost like a little Rudolph nose. It has a little dot, and then it has the 2 antlers that you can cut out in, separately as well. So for my card base, I am using, this is Evening Evergreen. This is 8.5 by 5.5, and we're just gonna fold that. And then burnish that down. Then we need a piece of, where is it at? I know I cut it. I need a piece of soft succulent, and this is, I can find my, this is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. I got stuff sitting everywhere over here. Okay, and then we need a piece of, this is the Painted Christmas. This was in last year's catalog, and they have brought this paper back. This paper is absolutely gorgeous. I am in love with this Christmas paper, and when I saw them bring it back, I thought, oh my goodness, they must have been thinking of me, because I absolutely love this paper so much. Now, gosh darn it, if I can find... Ugh. Sorry, you guys. I'm losing my marbles over here. Okay, so we are going to be using this paper right here, and this is the back side of that. So it's got, I like the fact that there's these pine cones in here. They make excellent masculine cards as well. This piece here is 2 by 5. And then we're going to need a scrap piece of basic white, another piece of evening evergreen, and this is 4 1/4 by 1. We also need a piece of vellum, and this vellum is 2 1/2 by 4. And then we're gonna need a piece of white for the inside. Now this is 4 by 5 1/4. Sorry, my brain is just shot. I'm telling you guys, when they say COVID brain, they're not joking. And then I have a piece of crumb cake. This is just a scrap that we're gonna use to die cut this or punch out this little deer. I'm also gonna be using some linen thread, and I am going to use my soft suede and my evening evergreen stamp pad. Okay, so let's get this stuff going. So what we're going to do for this piece right here, which is my vellum, is I am going to figure out where I want these trees, and I think I like that tree. I really like this tree. So I'm going to put it on here, and then I'm going to run that through. Hello, Magna. I'm going to run that through my machine and die cut that. Okay, so there is that. Oh, I just love how vellum looks when you emboss it. It gives the crisp white outline to your piece. Okay, so this is going to go in the inside, but I forgot to cut myself a little piece for the inside of this card. So I'm going to take a 1/2 inch piece here, and hopefully, yep, it's by 4, so that's perfect. So I'm going to cut this at a 1/2 inch by 4, because that's going to get adhered to the inside. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to layer these pieces. So we're going to put the vellum on the soft succulent, and I'm going to adhere that with some glue dots so we don't see. So I'm just going to do it in the 4 corners. So we don't see a whole bunch of glue. Thank you, Sheila, so much for sharing. Okay, I'm just going to put that down just like that. So you barely see any of those little adhesive dots because of the fact that we've done this beautiful texturing on there. Okay, we're going to take this piece out and I'm going to go ahead and put my inside together and get that glued inside the card so we get that done and over with. Just going to put that along the bottom there. And then because, okay, we don't need cat hair. Because there's a little piece that was just a little bit longer, I'm just going to cut that piece off. And we're going to go ahead and get this adhered. Just like that. And then we can start putting this piece together, the outside together. So that is going to go right like that. Yeah, we were discussing last night a trip for my husband and my son. Since my son graduates this year, we were talking about having them take a trip to Hawaii, since my husband or my son, neither one of them have ever been to Hawaii. So we are kind of looking into sending him with my son on a little graduation. But that wouldn't be until next year. So I've been having my husband, because I told him, I go, you have a couple different options of islands that you go to. Now my son is kind of a recluse. He prefers to not be in the big city. He wants to be out where he can go hiking and all that. So they've been watching videos of the different islands and what there is to do on each island so they can decide where they want to go. But then he realized he had to be on a plane. And now he's being kind of a weirdo and is telling me that he doesn't want to go because he's scared to be on a plane. And I told him, I go, you know, dude, you need to get over those fears, because you're never gonna, you know, you're never gonna do the things you enjoy if you're afraid of everything. But he gets it honest. I'm kind of the same way. I don't like heights, but I did endure being on a plane when I went to Hawaii. So I told him, I go, dude, if I could do it, you could do it. So suck it up. All right, so I just stamped that deer, and I stamped that in soft suede. You can also stamp it in crumb cake, since that's what we're using, but I just kind of like that darker color. Now if you take this deer, it lines perfectly with this punch. If I can pay attention to all the lines here. That looks good. I know it is a long flight. Yeah, you would love to go. I know. I told him, I said, I've been to Hawaii. I said, they should go because I would love to take my daughter. It would be a very relaxed trip if we took my daughter. And I think that's something that they, as just two guys, dad and son, I think they would have a lot better time if they just go. And since I've already been to Hawaii, I'm not to say that I wouldn't love it to go again, and I know I want to take my daughter, I just thought it would be something that would be so fun for just the two of them to just, you know, have fun and go do. And my parents have timeshare, so they can get a hotel for like a very, very good deal. So that makes it a lot easier on us as well, because then we have to just pay for our flight and stuff over there. So I'm going to use this Sending Love and Peace this season. I'm going to use that little sentiment, and I'm going to stamp that in Evening Evergreen on my little scrap of white. just like that. And then close this so I don't stick my hands in any of it. And then let me clean these up so I can get them put over here. And then I need to grab I'm going to use the Stylish Shape dies. I forgot to tell you guys that you're going to need a circle. Now you can use either your stylish shapes, or you can use your layering circles. I'm going to see which one fits better in here because I think this one might actually be better. Okay, I'm going to use that one instead. Because the other one, so I'm not using stylish shapes. I'm gonna use my layering circles because I like this smaller there. So let me cut that out. Yeah, so my husband was sitting on YouTube last night looking at the different islands and seeing what there is to offer for each one to just kind of figure out what would be the best spot for them to go to. And so they've kind of looked at it where they're either going to go to, I think it's called Kalai or Kalui or something like that. I don't even know the name. And then the other one would be the Big Island, Hawaii. Just because there's a lot of hiking and there's like volcanoes that they could go hiking on. Since, like I said, my son's a very outdoorsy kind of guy. Well, so is my husband. They both like camping and doing all that kind of stuff. So, okay, so this piece I'm going to glue right down. I think we might need to grab another glue. I'm going to watch my margins on that designer series paper, but then move it over pretty close on this side because I want to see as much of this as we can. Then this piece is going to go on here like this. And I'm going to put dimensionals on this piece. Okay, just like that. My little deer is going to go right here. So I'm going to put a mini dimensional on the top of his head here. And then, let's see, make sure we've got that placed right. And then I'm going to do another little strip of this towards his tail. Okay, and then I'll put some glue on the back legs there so that can sit against here. Just like that. I love these colors together. When these colors first came out last year, I was just in love with this, and of course when that Christmas paper came out, it just made it that much like more. Okay, I'm gonna bring in my little bow jig here because I am fabulous at making bows. and my linen thread. And I'm going to make a double bow here. Maybe if my hands will work. And then just tie a little knot to secure that bow. Just like that. And then grab my special snips that are just for ribbon. Okay, and with this, I'm going to bring this right here, but what I want to do is glue that down, but I'm going to put glue just on here, just like that. And then with my little bow, pull my tails down. And then I'm going to grab there they are. Another little glue dot. I'm just going to kind of roll it up like a burrito. So it's just a little rolled, or a taco, or whatever you want to call it. And then put that on the back of my little bow. And then that is going to go right down here. Like that. And then let me grab an envelope. Gotta grab a couple of them. Ah, shoot. And then we are going to stamp another deer on the bottom corner of this envelope. Just like that. Okay. And let me move some of this stuff and I'll show you the finished product here. From Marshville, Wisconsin. Welcome, Sandy. Thanks for coming in and watching this. So that is card number 1. I just thought that was so stinking cute, and I love the colors, and I could not resist making a Christmas card, especially when I see this set and I'm like, oh, I just love it. And I know I'm still kind of in the fall Halloween mood, but you know, it never hurts to make a Christmas card. It's never too early. And I like it because when I make one for you guys, I always make, welcome Sandra, first time for you too. Hello, Donna. So whenever I make a card for you guys, because somebody's going to win this card, whoever's watching here, and if you like, comment, and share, it gives you the chances of winning these. But I like to make one for myself as well because, hey, then it gives me, these are my Christmas cards that now I can start sending out to people during the holidays. Okay, so that is card number 1. So let me set that one aside so I can show it again at the end. Move all this stuff out of the way. Okay, card number 2 is going to be using, and again, this is a Christmas card as well. I was feeling pretty Christmas festive-y, I guess, when I decided to make these cards. I am using the Christmas Scottie, and I used this Christmas Scottie on my YouTube video last Thursday, but I made it like a non-traditional Christmas. Where did I put that card? was trying to see if I had it sitting right here handy that I could show it to you, but of course it's probably not. Because of course when you're looking for something, it's never where you think it is, right? Yep, I don't know where I put it. Unless I mailed it to somebody. That could be. I don't know. I thought I just saw it sitting here. I don't know. It's probably sitting right in front of my face. And I just... Oh, there it is. See? It was in my pile of all of my cards that I made. So this is the card that I made for you guys on Thursday's Coffee and Cards over on YouTube. Isn't that cute? Using this same set. But today we're going to go more with a traditional Christmas. So what we need for this is the card base that I chose is real red, 8.5 by 5.5. We're just going to fold that right in the center. And this time we're going to be making, I have 11 cards made. Woo, 45 to go. Wow, you are gonna be busy, busy, Frida. Oh, from Australia. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming in and watching. I'm glad you liked it, Rhea. You'll have to try that out and use some vellum in a embossing folder and see what you think, because it's a really cool effect. Thank you so much for sharing, Miss Melanie. Okay, so our first layer is basic black. Now this is 4 by 5.25. This is going to be our first layer. Then the second layer, I am using the new, this is the Boughs of Holly designer series paper. This just came out this year in our mini catalog. This has got some gorgeous traditional Christmas colors, but you've got a lot of different colors going on in here, and I really love the choices that you have with this, that you're not just stuck with, you know, real red and evening evergreen. You've got all these different colors going on. Beautiful, beautiful paper. Okay, so I chose the one that looks like the poinsettia, and now this is only 1/8 of an inch smaller, so we've got 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. It's going to layer on that basic black, so let's go ahead and adhere that. Now, I did want to tell you guys, if you're making this card, or you're going to try to make this card, you can punch your dog right out from this layer. So I'm just going to show you right now, okay? Just so I don't have to get another scrap out. Because as long as you push that punch all the way up in there and not too close to your sides, you can now layer this behind here and nobody would ever know that you punched your Scottie from that layer, because it's going to be hidden behind that, and then it's going to go on here that you'll never know that it's been punched. But then you're saving yourselves some paper as well in the long run. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this adhered on here. And that's why when I apply glue, I just do it around the edge so then I'm not getting glue in this area and getting it all over my desk. So there is that. And then we're going to take another piece. This is from this design right here. It is these two patterns. So this is the flip side of this paper, but I love the little stripes on here because the way that I'm gonna have this going, I'm gonna layer that on top of this right in the center. Oh, I didn't tell you the length of this. This is, let me get that on there straight. This is the same, so 5 1/8 by 1 1/2. Okay, that's gonna go right there in the center. And then now, this is that gingham, black and white gingham ribbon that I was telling you that you're gonna get 3 yards of this with the kit class for next month. Hello, Karen. So this, I'm just gonna take it, I'm gonna measure it a little bit past my layer here, and grab my ribbon scissors, and then I'm gonna flip this and just take a piece of Scotch tape. Cords for cameras. Oh my goodness, go away. Or don't. Okay, I'm just gonna line that up on there and then tape that, just like that, and then pull this around and tape it on this side, making sure that's straight. Ooh, our sky is like crazy. Oh my gosh, I wish you guys could see the sky right now. It is like a crazy pinkish red color right now. It is nuts. And there's clouds in the sky, so it's like bouncing off the sky. We do have some gorgeous, gorgeous skies here in Tucson, Arizona. I will say that. That is probably one of the most things that I hear from people when they're here visiting or anything, is that the skies are just phenomenal. Okay, so that's gonna go like that. Then I'm going to use I'm going to use a scrap piece of black. Now I know that's not big enough, but a scrap of black and a scrap of white. And I'm going to use the 2 largest. So the big one is going to go on the black, and it's going to cut out the big black square, just like that on the basic black. And then the second largest is going to go on basic white and cut it out. So those are layering or nesting or whatever you want to call it. So they go together like that. And I'm going to go ahead and glue those right together. Now I love the little tick marks on the side of this, the stitched, that's the word I was looking for. That stitched look on these stylish dies, stylish shaped dies. And see, I got a little bit of glue on there, so I'm gonna need to grab my adhesive remover and just get some of that glue off, because we don't want that sticky, because that's not fun. Okay, and then this is gonna get popped up here. So it's gonna go like that. And then my little Scottie, but I think I want the Scottie facing the other way. So see, that's one of the cool things about this, is when you do it in a solid color, you can face this whatever way you want it facing. Now if you stamp it, it's going to face, you know, one way. You're not going to get that option unless you stamp it on the reverse thing where you do it on your silicone mat. Then you'll have options, but the way it works just out of the gate, it's only gonna face one way. Okay, and then I need a piece of basic white scrap, and I need my real red, and I am going to use the May Your Days Be Furry and Bright. And I am going to stamp this. Right in the center of that. Okay. And then with my second shortest. So you've got two longer ones and then you've got two shorter ones. I'm going to use the largest of the shortest, and then I'm going to lay that on there, and I'm going to die cut that. Oh, you know what? I tried that before and it didn't work. So I'm not going to do that one. I am going to actually stamp a different sentiment, because remember, I tried that last week and it looked like it was so smashed on there, it was not cute. So we're not going to do the Furry and Bright. I'm going to actually change my sentiment. I really want to use that sentiment, but I'm going to use Merry Christmas. I can put the Furry and Bright on the inside. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So let's stamp this again. We're going to stamp Merry Christmas. Flip this over. You would have thought I remembered that from the other day, but apparently not. Okay, let's grab our card inside, and we will die cut that in 2 seconds. I grabbed a little piece of that same paper as this right here, and I cut a little 1/2 inch piece of that. Now I'm just going to put that along the bottom. Ugh. Get the goobies off. It's time for new glue. I thought there would be enough to get me through tonight, but maybe not. Okay, there's that little piece. Okay, let's put this on a block and stamp that. See what I just did? I just stuck my finger in that red. It never fails, I tell you guys. And I took the baby wipes out to my husband for my daughter, so it's why I wear my Stampin' clothes, right? So I can wipe my hands on my pants. Okay, that's much better. Now we can get that put in the inside of this. And then let me go die cut this out. Do you guys wear Stampin' clothes or crafting clothes when you're stamping and making your stuff? Because, or am I just the crazy one that does that, wipes my sticky gooey fingers? Either my glue fingers or my glue fingers or inky fingers on my clothes. Okay, put that away so I don't lose it. Then I'm gonna need some of my Pearl Basic Jewels. All right, we can get this glued on the inside here. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then let's get this glued on. It's done. Okay, that one's garbage. Oops, I forgot to get my little needle thing. All right, so that one's done. So let's get a new one out here. So what I do is I just open this little thing up and I take my little pin or tack or what, I don't know if this is like a sewing tack or whatever it's called, and I just shove that up inside of there. Now, the reason why I leave that there is because then I'm not going to get caught on the end of that because it stays in this. But then if my end ever gets gunked up, I've got that little pin right there handy to just pull out and stick down inside of that little hole, so I make sure I can clean that out quickly. Okay, get that on there straight. Just like that. Okay, now we're gonna put dimensionals on this, but I'm gonna take this little dog and get it glued right down. I just love this little Scottie. Okay, let's get some dimensionals put on the back of that. One in the center for good measure. Now I was debating on what color little bow to put on this little Scottie dog, but I think I'm going to actually do a small little bow in that gingham and put it right around his neck, because I think that would just be cute like that. And then this is just gonna come, no, I don't like it there. I like it over here off the side. So I'm gonna put just a little bit of glue right up here, and then take a glue dot and put over here, or a dimensional, put it over there, and then stick that right there. Okay, and then let's take this little jig again and make just a little single bow. Now with this stamp set, you've got some really cute little things you can do. There's like a little collar that you can put around, you can stamp, especially if you're doing it this way. You can put this little color in here and make it a different color. Then you can take like this little side bow and do it at the top, just like I did on this card right here. Or no, I didn't do it. No, I did it on the inside. I was gonna say, yes, I did. See how I put the little pink line, which is this little line right here, and then I did the little side bow in the polished pink, so it matched that card. I just thought that was super cute. Okay, I'm gonna take those and turn those down just a hair. Where did I get my bow maker? One of our team members actually make them. If you message me after this, I will get you the information, so if they still make them. Now, I'm not sure if she still makes them or not, but let me tell you that if you have somebody who is a wood person, this is just a block of wood, and I know somebody on here, I've sent them the dimensions to this. This is just the end of a popsicle stick, just nailed in. They have drilled a hole in here. These are just nails with the heads snipped off and just filed down. Oh, see, they sell them on Amazon as well. Magna just said. And then they've taken a little drill and just drilled holes in every ½ inch. And I believe this is a full inch here. I would take the measurements again for you if you're interested in wanting to make one yourself. Otherwise, message me afterwards and I will get the information for you that you can send them off, because I think my team leader still has a couple of them left that she sells them, and she doesn't make a profit off of them. She sells them exactly for what the person would have made them. She just bought them in surplus. So I can get you that information. Okay, there is our little bow. That's cute. So I like that. So let me get my little, yes, I use that, or I use my other little bow jig, which is this right here. These my son made. He makes these with his 3D printer, and we are trying to figure out, there's a couple of little kinks and quirks that I'm trying to work out, but I will probably start making these in pink and start selling them, because we were looking at sizes and for, you know, I mean, you can make them in a couple of different sizes. Now your bows are going to be pretty small, and the other thing is it was awfully hard to get the ribbon through this little hole. So when we were making them, we decided to make the hole bigger. So then when you take your, like for instance, when you take your ribbon, you would hold it on one side, take it through, wrap it back through, and then take this down and around and bring it back up through the inside to tie your bow. So it just depended on how big we wanted to make the width of the bow. So we're, like I said, we're still in the works of tweaking with that, because they're just not coming out the way that I like them. And I'm a pretty picky person. And since I got my son kind of going on this whole little project, he's becoming kind of picky too, because he's like, well, if we're gonna sell them, they have to be perfect. So like mother, like son, I guess. All right, so now I'm going to use some of these pearl basic jewels. Now I need one of the tiny ones, and I'm only going to use one, and I am going to look at this little Scottie right here and kind of see where the eyeball is, and I'm going to put a little pearl for the eyeball. Just like that, because he needs to have an eye. It looks kind of silly without an eyeball. Okay, there is card number 2. Let me get a envelope out. Okay, and then I'm going to use this little Scottie right here. Do I want the Scottie? Oh, actually, no, I don't. I'm not going to put the Scottie on there. I'm going to put a piece of paper, because I don't like the way that looks. I think it's too big for the envelope. So I'm going to cut this at 3/4 of an inch. And I'm going to cut this, put this on my envelope. Take this pretty close to the bottom, but oops, leaving a little bit of white, because I always like to see that white on there. I just think it looks better. Okay, and then cut off this excess, just like that. And then there is our super cute Scottie card with the matching envelope. Didn't that just turn out so stinking cute? Oh, I love it. Oh, can't wait to start sending these out to people for Christmas, even though I've got a couple of months to wait. But I always look at a card and I'm like, that reminds me of so-and-so in my family. So then I kind of get ideas of who I'm sending cards to. Okay, let's get this stuff out of the way, and let's get to the third card. Oh, thank you guys so much. I'm glad you guys like that. So remember, when you guys buy this set, please use my host code as long as your order is under $150. If not, you're going to get some rewards, and I want you to have those, but you're going to still get that free real red and glimmer white paper from me if your order is over $150. Okay, so let's get some of this stuff out of the way. I'm gonna probably need this. Okay, so let's set that out of the way here. Oops. Okay, so now let's get to card number 3. And since my voice is, and I'm not getting a coughing attack, we're doing pretty good. Okay, this one I kind of forgot to cut a couple layers, I just realized, but that's okay. We can cut them together. My card base is soft suede, 8.5 by 5.5. Just gonna fold that to make it 4 1/4. Okay. Then I need to get out my Cajun Craze, which is my next layer, but like I said, I forgot to cut it. So let me get that piece out. Okay, this piece needs to be 4 by 5 1/4. Then this piece here is going to be 3 3/4 by 5. Now this piece is from, let me get this cut really quick. Okay, it's already at 3 3/4. This is from the Harvest. Now I haven't put this together in a sampler, but this is from the Rustic Harvest, or yep, Rustic Harvest. So this is all your fall, Halloween, beautiful papers in here. You've got some black and white. Oh, love that. And then look at these pumpkins. Oh my goodness. Oh my gourd. Isn't that cool? Oh, do you want to see the back side of that? Black and white. And then look at this one right here. This is one of those sheets that you take it and you cut it right down the center, and then you cut these off at your 4 1/4 or your 4, and then you could have 6 different cards just with this one sheet of paper. Now you get 2 of each of these, but this is what I had left over when I had my paper share, when we did the new catalog. Okay, so where did my piece go? Oh yeah, I'm using this piece here. But that is beautiful paper. Okay, so this is gonna layer on here, but we're gonna do some things with this first. Look at those colors together. If that doesn't scream fall, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, there's the inside of our card. We're gonna need to cut another little strip of that paper for that. We are using the Fond of Autumn bundle. Now, I want to tell you guys something with this stamp set and die set. With these dies, you have the option to cut out the full. Oh, geez, that thing is really stuck on there. Well, you can see it here. I'll move this one. But you have the option to cut the full piece out with all these little pieces like lifted, and look, it's all one big die. It's huge. It's so cool. Then over here, this die would cut out each individual. So I've got it crooked, but it would cut out this floral, because as you can see in this stamp, it's all one big stamp, but these are not touching this here. Same with these little leaves. they're not touching this here. So you've got actually 4 different pieces because these are separated, this is separated, and this is separated. Even though you stamp it as all one big stamp right here, they can be individually cut with this piece here. So I wanted you guys to see that so you know when you get it and you're like, what in the world? Then you have the option, if you want to keep it all one big set, you can come in with this one solid and cut it out like that and keep it all one big piece, which is what we're gonna actually do today. And I'm gonna need this banner right here as well. Okay, we need another piece of vellum, which I didn't grab. So let me grab my vellum. Jeez, I'm really losing my mind today, right? I normally have all this stuff cut and ready, but I must have just flaked out on this last card. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut this down at 4 because we don't need a huge, now this vellum comes 8.5 by 11 sheets. So just know that when you get that. Okay, so what I want to do is move this out of the way. I need this big, huge stamp right here. And I need my big block, like that. Move these out of the way. Now I need a piece of scratch paper. I'm just going to use an old piece that I have here. And I'm going to grab my white embossing powder and my Versamark pad. And I am going to get this nice and sticky with Versamark. Make sure I get good coverage all over that stamp. And then I'm just going to stamp this on this piece here, if I can see. Just like that. Okay, pull that off. Make sure I get the lid. Put on my Versamark so none of my powder gets on that. Okay, and then I'm going to grab this, and you can see that Versamark watermark on there and that it's good and sticky. And then I'm just going to pour my powder over the top of that. Give it a light little tap, and I can see that that's got great coverage on there. Okay, then I'm going to grab my heat tool, and you, my little hitchhiking friend, you are not the star of the show. With all this rain that we've had, we have all these crazy little bugs coming out of the woodworks now. I sit here and I do my crafting, and they like my big bright lights, and they come through the little crevices of my window. Okay, it's going to get loud for a minute here so we can get this embossed. So you'll see that change, and it's almost like butter. It just kind of melts and turns very glossy, and that's when you know that it's done its job. You'll see that powder turn to kind of a high shine. Okay, and then I just kind of look at it just to make sure that there's no more powders, because we don't want to lose anything, because that's kind of what adds that to our our image. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to go die cut this out really quick. Okay, and then when I die cut that out, that leaves us with that like that. Okay, so there's our piece. And then I want to now I know that's a little bit hard to see on that white there, but you'll see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take this and I'm going to flip it upside down. Now, when I flip it upside down, I can still see the white colors of where I've embossed it. Okay, I'm going to be bringing in my stamp pads and my blends for this. So I'm going to use dark pumpkin pie. I'm going to use, I didn't want pear pizzazz. I want old olive. So I want my old olive dark, and then I need rich raspberry, dark rich raspberry, and then I need my Cajun craze. So I'm going to grab dark, oops, that's Calypso Coral, dark Cajun craze. Yep, right there. Okay, so I'm going to use these colors here, but I need to take a drink before I have a coughing fit. We also need to grab some of blending brushes. There's the green. That can be used for that. I need that can be used for rich raspberry. Or actually, no, I'm going to use that one. Okay, and that can go for my pumpkin and my Cajun. Okay, so we're good with that. Those are going to sit up there because we'll do that on this in just a minute. But we're going to get this done so that this can dry a minute, and then we can move on to that. So I'm going to take my Stampin' Blends, and I'm going to look at these leaves, and I'm going to take, well, that's no good. Pulled my whole pen apart. It's the first time I've ever done that. Huh. I'm going to come in the back of these, and I'm just going to go following, and you don't have to stay in the lines. You can be kind of messy because you're going to get a lot of these colors kind of just coming together. So I'm just kind of following this leaf, kind of, sort of. And then here's another leaf, big mapley leaf here. And then there's another one here. Now these are alcohol ink, so they do dry rather fast, but I just want to give it time to really soak into this vellum. Okay, that's good for those leaves. And then I'm going to grab my old olive, dark old olive. I don't know why I'm struggling to get the lids off. Maybe it's all the moisture. I don't know. And then I'm going to go into more of these smaller leaves. Actually, I think I'm going to grab some crushed curry also. No, that's mango. I want mango. I'm going to grab crushed curry. Here's some more big leaves down here. Okay. I'm also going to grab my dark soft suede and my light soft suede, because for these acorns I'm going to just fill in the bottom part, because we've got 3 acorns right here. And then now grab the dark daffodil. I thought I grabbed... Oh yeah, we don't have a crushed pretty, that's right. That's why I didn't grab it. Okay, color the back of those. Then I'm going to grab my pumpkin and do the insides of these flowers. And then let's grab some razzleberry. Isn't that what I grabbed? Yep, rich razzleberry. And just fill in these little berry looking circles. There's another sprig of them right here. Okay, and I can see that I've missed a couple of leaves right here. Okay, that's what I want. All right, and then when I flip this over, you can see that color ever so slightly come through the other side of this vellum. And it's just a very, very subtle hint of color, but oh my gosh, it is so neat when you see this done. Okay, now let's grab this piece here. I'm gonna set this aside and let that dry. And I'm going to grab some of this old olive. Grab some ink on that. And then just come down right like that. Okay. I'm going to grab a rich razzleberry. Okay. Gonna grab pumpkin. Okay, and then grab just a skosh of that Cajun craze. Okay, just like that. And that's all I need for that. Okay, so that is going to be my background sheet, and I'm just going to give that a couple of seconds to dry. Then I need to grab a scrap piece of white, because I didn't grab one. Hold on, I thought I had a piece of scrap sitting here. And then of course, I don't know what I did with it because I just cut. All right, so you know what? I'm just gonna grab another piece of white because I don't know what I did with my, I don't know what I did with my scrap piece that I thought I would cut out. Okay, so I just need a little thin piece of this. So I'm just gonna go to 1.5 inch strip here. Okay, I'm going to grab the banner and throw it down so it keeps its shape. Because if I try to stick this on here like that, I'm never going to keep the right shape, so it's not going to cut out correctly. So I always advise when you go to mount this, throw it down so it stays the way that it needs to be kept in shape. Then I'm going to grab my rich razzleberry. And stamp that. Okay. And then I need to do my sentiment. I'm going to use the sentiment that says, "Sending many thanks." And that fits right in that little banner. Just like that. Okay, and let me die cut that while those are still kind of drying, since I've got time to do that. Okay. So let me put this back down here so I don't lose that. Same with this. Put that down in there. And then pop that out. So there's our banner. And then we can start putting this card together. I'm also going to bring in, this is the Shimmer Ribbon. This is in gold. It is so beautiful. This came out last year in our July-December catalog, and we all fell in love with it. So it was so awesome that they kept that around for us. Okay, so this piece is going to get glued on here, but I want this flipped around like that. Okay, so just like that. Now I'm going to take this and again making it a little bit longer than what I need it so I can tape that to the back side. Putting it in the middle. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then this is now going to get glued to our card base, which, did I tell you that that's soft suede? I don't know if I told you guys the color. Okay, like that. And now I'm going to take a couple of my little glue dots and my take your pick tool, and I'm just gonna stick a glue dot there on that piece of ribbon. Look, my mind is still in crochet where I keep wanting to say I want to say yarn. That is not yarn, my friend. That is ribbon. Big difference. And then I'm going to put that like that. And then now I have to decide which way I want this to go. I think I like it like that. And then that'll stick right to those little pieces of glue dots that I put right on that ribbon. So it'll look like it's still floating, but it's not. It's not going anywhere because it's stuck to that ribbon. And then what we're going to do, now if you don't like that and you don't like that kind of floating around like that, you can take a glue dot and bring it underneath here, and you can stick it just like that to the paper, and then stick that down to the paper, and then it's not going to go anywhere. Oops, where did I, jeez. I was like, wait a minute, it's not sticking, where's it going? Okay, just like that. And then we can do another one down here. I mean, I don't mind that it's floating, but some people, I know that bugs the heck out of them. There we go. Then you can just take a couple, because you're not going to see them, because the color that's on this is going to kind of hide that glue dot. And then now for our little border here, our little banner, I'm going to take some glue dots, pop this up, just like that. Now I'm going to put this right along where we have that gold, just like that. And then we're on a roll with bows today. I don't think I've made this many bows in a long time. I'm going to actually go like this. And we're going to make a kind of a bigger bow. Actually, I'm going to go one more over. There we go. I don't think I've made 3 cards in a row that make, oops, that have all bows on them. First time for everything, right? Okay. Okay, just like that. Okay. Pull those ends down. There we go. Beautiful. And then again, come in with a glue dot. Put that on the back of that bow. And then we're going to put that beautiful bow right there on the bottom. Okay, and maybe cut some of these ends off so it doesn't look like it's just so crazy. Just like that. Okay, where is my other envelope? Okay. Oops. And then I'm just going to take this flower right here. And I will use Memento. Put that little flower, oops, Oh, good, it didn't make a mess. And then I will need to take a piece of scrap paper, and so it doesn't bleed through my envelope, I just slide a piece of scratch paper inside of my envelope, just like that. And then I can take my Stampin' Blends, which, geez Louise, I have never had a problem getting the lids off these. And I make sure I put that scratch paper in the inside because these will bleed through the back side of your envelopes because of the pumpkin in the inside of that flower. And then leaves. Leaves are going to get Old Olive. There we go. And then there is our finished envelope and card number 3. Get all this stuff out of the way so I can bring all of these in. And like I said, give me a little bit and I will get PDFs for all of these written up. They will be on my blog, stampinthepinkbarn.com. You will also find still photos of these cards kind of up close so you can see them kind of a little bit better in depth if you're wanting to see a little bit closer up than what I'm showing you here on camera. And if you're watching this from a later date on YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel so you can get notified when and also hit the little bell so you can get notified when I do other videos and when I go live, like I do every Thursday. Okay, so, oops, let's not lose that little flower. That goes with that set. All right, so here is card number 3, card number 2, and then card number uno. Try to get all this mess out of here. So I hope you guys liked tonight's projects. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I was trying to plan on not doing 2 hours, but it looks like we're right at the 2 hours, so that means I talked a little bit too much earlier. But I had a lot to tell you guys. I really wanted to share with you guys about my upcoming card class because I really think you guys are gonna love it. It takes all the guesswork out of making cards for you guys, and so keep watch on my blog for all the new things that are going to come out. And I'm so thankful that you guys enjoyed these cards tonight and that my voice made it through tonight's cards. So you guys have yourselves a great week. I will be on here twice coming up on Thursday because I will have my YouTube live, my Coffee and Cards on YouTube at 12 p.m. Pacific time. I will also be doing my paper pumpkin, that beautiful sweet sunflowers. I will be doing my alternatives for this kit coming up. So I will be live 6 p.m. here, Facebook Live on Thursday. Wednesday, I will be announcing the winner of those of you who entered my mystery stamping and you made that beautiful little card with me using the little hippo. You guys still have time to go watch that. It is here in my my business page here on Facebook. You still have time to get entered. I do the drawing Wednesday evening. So get your cards submitted over on Pink Barn Stampers. You have to use the layout that I have shown in that previous video. But you are welcome to use any other product, your own papers. It doesn't have to be Stampin' Up. It's just getting us to make a card together and see what you guys come up with using the layout that I have provided for you guys. All right, I will see you guys in a couple of days live here on Facebook for the paper pumpkin, or if you catch me live over on YouTube on Wednesday. All right, guys, have a great week. Thank you so much for sticking with me.